Okay, so this is just a video trying to compare pogo sticking to running. Okay, and so we're going to use the running example and then try to pull across into the pogo stick. So what's happening in a pogo stick? Well, here's a prime example. Okay, is we've got a pogo stick, got a spring. Okay, and that spring that compresses. Okay, and then pushes back. It pushes back. We've got a solid ground, which is important, but I'm more worried about how our body responds to make sure that we get the most out of that spring. And how do we respond? We respond with quite straight structures. Now, those knees are not 100% straight. There's a slight kink in them. Okay, but what she's trying to do is create tension in these structures. Okay, to be able to go and make sure that they get the most out of that spring. Now, running is not pogo sticking because our spring is not here. Okay, so the shape that we create is going to be slightly different to the response of pogo sticking. The other thing with pogo sticking is we're trying to just go up and down, really. We're not trying to go in a forward direction. So our pogo sticking, again, is different to what we see on this video. So if we come into running, wrong way. First of all, where are our springs? Okay, one is in our Achilles, one is in our hamstring. Now, the easiest way to demonstrate is a spring here, is that we want to have tension, okay, in our ankles and our knees. So as we land, we want to go get the most out of that spring mechanism. So when your knee starts to go forward here, this structure at the back is lengthening, okay? And when it lengthens, okay, and that energy can go into the tendon part of that structure, essentially it lengthens, okay, and then the response to that is for it to shorten again, okay. When it shortens and it comes back up, if your foot's in contact with the ground, then the shortening can't affect this end, and as a result, it then starts to push in this direction because this one here doesn't move. So if we play this forward, as you land, the structure is lengthening. As we come through here, it's starting to push back, it's starting to pull back because it's in contact with the ground. It's trying to push there, but it stops. So this has to go. And what happens? You get then flung forward, okay, as a result of that structure. But what is important, okay, is that we need to have tension, okay, in that structure. And as we come through here, we can't allow that knee to go too far forward too early, because if it does, okay, we're just not going to get the most out of that mechanism here. So here you can see that pushing, and this point here, we are maintaining that nice strong angle, which then goes and flings people forward. Okay, hope this helps. Try to explain that stiffness and try to pull out that idea of pogo sticking, where you actually have to be quite strong and stable on contact to be able to get the most of that spring mechanism. Okay, hope this helps.